Hello, we have here two functions, f and g, defined as f takes x and maps to 2x plus 3, g takes x and maps to mx minus 2. Now we are asked to find a, b, c, and d. Now in a, we are asked to find the function value at negative 5 all on 2 for the function f of x. Now this simply means wherever we have x in the definition of f, we're going to put negative 5 all over 2. This is the definition of f. Therefore, in the place of x, we're going to put negative 5 all over 2. So we have 2 multiplied to negative 5 all over 2 plus 3. These 2 cancels with this 2. We have negative 5 plus 3, which simply gives us negative 2. Okay? Now we are asked to find g of 2 in terms of m. This simply means we are going to have m in our final expression. Now g of 2 also means we are going to put 2 in the place of x. Look at it, g takes x and does that. So in the place of x, we are going to put 2. So g of 2 is, we have m in the place of x, we put 2. And we have that. So that simply gives us 2m minus 2. That is g of 2 in terms of m. There's m in the expression, final expression. Now we look for the inverse function of f in a similar manner. The process of finding the inverse function, we have 3 steps. The first step is to let y be f of x. F of x is 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3, and then we solve for x. This is plus 3, take it this way, we have y minus 3. This is left. All right, it's equal to 2x. The last thing, we remove 2 by dividing both sides by 2. 2 cancels, so that we have x. We have x to be equal to y minus 3 all over 2. Therefore, the inverse function of f will be this expression where we replace y with x. So we now have x minus 3 all over 2. Now, in a similar manner, okay, because we're asked to find f inverse of x in a similar manner. That means the manner in which f and g were defined. What is the manner? The letter for the function, then the column, then the variable, an arrow, and then the expression for the function. So they want us to write this in that same manner. So here, the letter for the inverse function is f inverse, like that, f with a negative 1 power, then we have column, our variable, then we have the arrow, and then we have the expression. Okay? All right, so this is the inverse function in a similar manner. Now, the last part, we are asked to find the value of m when f g of x is equal to g f of x. So the first thing to do is to get f g of x. This is f into g of x. Now, the instructions of f will be implemented using the function g. Okay, now what are the instructions of f? The instructions of f are multiply by 2 and add 3. We have 2 instructions. When f carries x, it multiplies it by 2, instruction number 1. Instruction number 2, it now adds 3 to the result. Now here, f is carrying g, so it's going to do exactly the same thing. It's going to multiply by 2. For simplicity, we'll just write g, but we know it's g of x. It will multiply by 2 and add 3. Okay? Now, we know the expression for g of x. What is g of x? G of x is mx minus 2. So, 2 into mx minus 2 plus 3. This gives us 2 2mx, 2 multiplied to negative 2, negative 4 plus 3. That gives us 2mx, negative 4 plus 3 gives us negative 1. All right, this is the expression of f g of x. Now, g f of x, this time around, we'll use the instructions of g on f. Okay, we'll use the instructions of g on f. Now, what are the instructions of g? The instructions of g are whatever g carries, it multiplies by m and subtract 2 from the result. Now, g is carrying f. So, for simplicity also, we're going to write f. It will multiply by m and subtract 2. Now, what is f? F is 2x plus 3, and then subtract 2. So we have 2mx, when we open up this bracket, plus 3m minus 2. So that is the expression for gf of x. Now, fg of x equals gf of x. We put this expression equal to that and solve. So we have 2mx minus 1 is equal to 2mx plus 3m minus 2. Okay, let us see. It's not coming out clearly. So we have 2mx minus 1 is equal to 2mx plus 3m minus 2. Okay, finally, this is the equation we have to solve for m. We have 2mx here and 2mx here. That cancels off. And so we're left with negative 1 is equal to 3m minus 2. We take this negative 2 to the right hand side, it becomes positive 2. So we're going to have 2 minus 1 is equal to 3m. 2 minus 1 is 1. It's equal to 3m. Therefore, to have m, we divide both sides by 3. Okay? To finally have our m to be equal to 1/3.